Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Now, today, well, it would be helpful if it wasn't such a foggy day, but I've set us up a little munitions testing range again, simply because there's something that I want to find out. And it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and we've got our little neon white friends here. And there's something that I'm interested in, because these guys are kind of spectral, as you can see. And there should be like four. Yeah, there you go. They're a whole load stood on top of each other, and they're kind of glitching through each other and making it even more eerie. But the thing is, these guys count as humanoids. Like, if you go into the thing, you can spawn creatures. You can type in undead, and you've got the skeleton fighters and things like that. But then, then if you go to search for a white, it's just not here. But then if you go to the humanoids to spawn, then you've got more whites to spawn, which should have just spawned somewhere, probably just outside the wall, knowing my luck. No, okay, fair enough, they must be in amongst those guys somewhere. But considering they're kind of spectral, and considering that they're kind of dead as much as they're humanoids, I'm kind of interested to see what kind of effect gas has on them, because explosions should in theory kill everything, but gas is surely a... Oh. Like, they're moaning and screaming, but they don't seem to be dying. Oh, there we go. They just got a ton of health, seemingly. Now I'm in the gas as well, so let's step back over here. But okay, so apparently gas does work, but they've just got an awful lot on them, and then they don't have an inventory. The other thing I realize is that these guys seem to be wearing the same weird pointy helmets that those undead up by the Black Keep were wearing. So there's got to be some further story behind all of this. But also, I found a couple of things as I was headed back over here. Before we move on to talking more combat stuff. First off, the ice chasms, those big rocky areas. In the middle of them, there's another one of those weird lore stones, the same kind that was at the Black Keep. And also, above the Black Keep, there's, just on the highest peak above any of those towers in that little city area, there's another one. So neither of them have anything on at the moment, but we'll get back to that at some point. But we've got our friends over here. We've got a couple of Nordheimers just minding their own business, not doing anything to bother nobody. But this is not that we can see them because the rain has decided to turn bad as soon as I've started recording. But this place over here was where I came into the other day, Freya's hovel. Yeah, and it says that I can use the bed. It says I can use both beds. And I don't... Like, maybe that's a glitch, maybe that's a bug, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't mind using their beds, but also we've just had both of them disappear. And the reason why I kind of came up here to tangle with this, as much as I can't fucking see them because of all this low-lying cloud and mist and whatever else, but he's a Nordheimer fighter, and then we've got another one over there. But the thing that I wanted to come in and take a look at today was the combat changes. And so the first thing I'm going to do is come running back over here. I've already sorted out my my equipment because I did that last time. But I'm going to just swap down, go back into server settings, and then got our bits and pieces there. Where's our damage? There's damage. Yeah, okay, so we're ×5 at the moment. So we're going to knock it all the way down. Come on, there we go, to 1. And we're going to apply that because I want to go tackle these guys pretty much in a straightforward way as possible. So we're going to turn off Demigod and Cloak. Can we turn off? Yeah. Okay, so now we are as ready as we're ever going to be. We're going to pull out... Was that a wolf? That was a wolf. We've got our sword and shield. Now, if we start sprinting now, like before I would be sprinting up and like clubbing people in the side of the head. But now they've removed that. Now again, hold on. I've just realised something. The first thing I'm going to have to do... Am I being chased? I'm just going to turn God mode back on for a moment in case I'm being chased. But the first thing I'm going to have to do is change my key bindings. Because having this be... that control, can I not change that, please? Like, I don't mind that, but I kind of want this to be on him. He's gonna come stab me. Will that... Hold on, so if we pull that out, does that... Yeah, okay, it's working even though it's telling me it's not. But, right, so hold on, let's... Well, you were a tough son of a bitch. Right, but we've... So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn off Demigod again, and we're going to go find his friend. Because again, I feel like this is where... Yeah, so that's now letting us kind of protect ourselves. Okay. Okay, so she's a blacksmith rather than a fighter. But staggering... Ooh. Placeholder lore. Yay! Crocodile Hunter's Notes. We've found that before, but we'll take it. And we'll take the gaseous orbs as well. But it's like that. The staggering with the shield. That's really kind of useful now. You know, before it wasn't so much a thing, but they've swapped it round to make it better again, so that or better full stop, so that we can actually kind of tangle with them, stagger them, use that opportunity to come in and attack back. But right, let's take a look. We need another settlement of people to kill. So let's... Ah! Random wolf attack. Right, so what we're looking for is we're looking for more people. Preferably in a place where we can see instead of anywhere else. But in fact, whilst we're floating around, let's take a look along the aqueduct here, because it's obviously broken over there, and we know where it's broken over there. But there's water running along it, and we know that our ghost lady, ghost man, and ghost horse friends from before all successfully made their way along here. So let's interrupt the combat for a moment, just to see if we find any more ghosts along this part. Okay, so there's nothing there. Probably turn the no sprint cost back on. We'll cloak for the moment as well, just to make sure that we don't randomly start pulling the attention of creatures towards us whilst we're up here. In fact, that's a good point. We've got that settlement of Nordheimers just off the end there, so we'll go up and tackle them in just a sec. But I just wanted to see if there were any ghosts down here, especially of our horse-accompanied friends that we saw seemingly die in the lake. because, you know, it's... We saw, what was it, the harlot throw herself to her death, seemingly, and we found her bones off the hand of the gods, or whatever it was called, back in the exiled lands. And now we've found, like, the passage that these people with the horse took all the way across. And then we've still got a Therian as well, somewhere. My question is, how the hell did you get the horse up there? But, hey-ho. Come on, there we go. Okay, right, so we want to make our way down this way. Oh, shiny stone. But nothing on it, and no dialogue for it just yet. Oh well, we'll have to remember where that is. But let's go up and say hello to some of our Nordheimer friends up the top, shall we? Because we don't want to try and take them all on, because I think that would be suicide. But what we do want to do is see how we can tackle maybe a couple of them at once. Now, I also like my javelins and stuff, so maybe I'll pull out... We'll stick those over here for the moment. We'll bring out a couple, and we'll see how they react. Maybe should we go for these guys first? They're a smaller camp. Yeah, so if we take off Cloak again, I can't remember if we had Demigod on or off. Take sprint cost off. Demigod. I don't know if that's on or off. Let's. Are any wolves around just to agitate? Okay, you're not actually. Whoops, that was the wrong button. You guys aren't doing any damage to me, so first off, let's pull these out, and then let's... Okay, that was effective. See, I'm being hit, but I think Demigod is bugged because it's not letting me take damage. So either way, this okay, so he's just died. Right, hold on. Let me... So that was... I'd like to think it's turned off, but I don't think it is, because I think it's got stuck. Okay, so I'm hitting the wrong button. Let's... Razor bolts. Okay, so that I like the fact that the heavy attack, even with the sword, now kind of knocks them back, puts them on their backsides. But I kind of wanted to see how... See, I wish... The thing that I would like would be if... Because here you're walking along, but you can, like, even if you've got weapons out, charging into combat is still a thing. So I wish maybe if you'd drawn weapons, the sprint button maybe didn't make you sprint, but did make you kind of trundle, if you like. Okay, so that's... Okay, that didn't go anywhere near far enough. Okay, so we got him. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Even though I changed it to be better for me, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. And if it weren't for the fact that God mode has gone and broken itself, then Okay, so that the arrow cripples me as well. That's fine. Okay, so I think crowd control is certainly more of a thing now. Oh, you're Leanne. Or you're Leon, rather. I was holding my shield. Okay, maybe I'll miss. Do you have something nice? Healing wraps, grease orbs. No, you don't. But you're actually a named NPC now. Okay. Well, that's alright then. So, I don't know why I'm climbing up here. Okay, so unfortunately, yes, God mode has gone and broken itself on us at the wrong moment. But we can stagger animals as well, which is nice. The thing that stands out to me though is that with the shield, the dodge mechanic, it's there, but it doesn't seem as necessary. Also, timing to make sure that they stagger off the shield seems a little wonky. But okay, you're taking too long to die, so let's kill you with the ancient sword. But there seems to, like, I like the fact that dodging's there now, because what we need to do now is go and find some people that I can fight with sword and dagger, because I like using the Setite dagger to poke at people and remove their hearts should it be required. Hi, pig. Wow, you've got a charge attack. That's awesome. And also, I need to stop sprinting with my... Get ahead! We got ahead! How many things have we've... Okay, so we've got all apart from crafting a tool, because I've not had to recraft, I've only had to repair at the moment. But then we've got other stuff. I wonder which... Like, these might be the dungeon stuff. So we'll have to go and take a look at those at some point. I do need to go and do the dregs again, because after they reset my... Okay, so if I... Okay. That worked quite well. Dodge back, come back in. Like, I don't... The thing is... okay, so dodging sideways is just dodge button plus... Are they doing press-ups? They look like they're doing press-ups. They look like target practice to me. So let's see if we can... Okay, so, well, we got someone's attention. Hi. Ow. Okay, so you can flail at them and they still die relatively fast. But that also, I don't know how quickly I would be dying either. But, and also I am using kind of pretty decent weapons from the exiled lands. So... Okay. Meadow Watch. Oh, we got a friend. You're a taskmaster as well, so you're... He got up remarkably fast there. So I do... Okay, so now we're having trouble because we're losing stamina. But we can regain some stamina just by getting out of his way. But the dodging does lower it as well. I mean, we've got our stamina still kind of turned up a little bit anyway, so I think we're regaining more than we're losing. But this is fun. Ultimate defense. Oh, okay. Now we're Okay. So the loss as much as I'm prattling around, the stamina there, the loss of stamina is a problem. Oh, so you guys can still see me from over there then? Well, okay, right. Okay, so the distance that we can... Right, now we take out the dude with the shield first, because he's... Okay, so with the ancient sword in hand, you can do okay, because it does so much damage. And as long as you take out the guys with shields first, who can potentially be a real pain in the arse, then you're doing alright. Spare pickaxe. Don't mind if I do. No, I wanted the skulls. Take the crystal too. Why not? No, I wanted the skulls. I don't entirely know what they're for, but I want them. Right. Okay, so now I want to see... We need to take a look at hammers, I think, because... There we go, we'll go for the ancient Warhammer. Where is it? There it is. So again, we've got an ancient Warhammer, because this is a big old heavy weapon, which makes a bit of a difference, I feel. Are you actually on there and therefore can't... Nope. Okay, so this... Okay, so this will knock down anyway on... seemingly on successive hits. And then this is just a big strike down. But that takes a hell of a lot of stamina, really. I wonder, can I use these people's beds? I can. I don't know why that's the case. Maybe it's just a bug and we're not supposed to, but... Hey-ho. Right, let's find one more settlement just to maybe try out... where's the... No, I want a gear. Because... We've tried out kind of single-handed weapons. We just tried out the big two-handers, which do quite well. But then I want to see... hold on, trident. Because I quite like the Ymir's strides. I quite like the trident as a weapon. So let's... but also, this is a longer kind of polearm. And you can't use a shield with it, so I want to see if that distance, if that extra range that we get from being able to poke is actually as useful as I think it should be. Because, you know, shields get you the ability to kind of stun folks when they come in and hit you. You know, that's really useful. But people underestimate kind of... crowd control abilities, and the javelin being one-handed and being a mix between kind of a polearm and a melee weapon, polearm and a ranged weapon. That, and it seems to throw automatically now instead of not, but like that I wouldn't mind seeing changed. But like she's okay. So was that 2 hours or arrows at once? I don't appreciate that, but like. So I can knock her down. And these are two people inside each other, but they're... Okay, so they're dead, but then I need to... No, I want to draw the... Can you stop it? Thank you. Right, so we got Ivan and Fergus over here, I think. Yeah, okay, so you're... Okay, so I can back away and still poke at you. And then I can... Huh. Okay, so the range is good as long as you know the range. Because over here, I was trying to poke... I mean, the archer was still going to be the death of me because I don't have any defences. But with these guys, I was getting in close as if I was coming in with a sword and poking away at them. But over here, like, if you can back away and like knock them down with that, and then that'll still knock them down if they're trying to get up, and you can keep poking. Like, oh, got a skull. That's nice. Glass flasks, random stuff. But like, I quite like that. That's not bad. So there is now a little bit more kind of variety in this stuff. The last thing that I want to kind of check, actually. Let's take the ancient bow, and then we want arrows, right? I'm pretty sure we follow set, so let's take a quiver of 20 snake arrows, because why not? So we got that, and then we'll load those into there. So I want to see, because like the javelin needs a very long arc to hit people. So, you know, that isn't necessarily the most ideal. But the bow here, okay, so that's got a shallower arc, but it's still got an arc. Okay, so let's bring that down just a tad. No, that seemed to hit near his foot. Like, I feel like the bow is very much a weapon for snipers. You know, people sat on the walls taking pot shots. So I don't know if that actually meant I hit him, but he hasn't aggroed to me. Oh, we got people coming down. Okay, so we clipped her. And they can't run anymore because... They can't run anymore because they're... Oh, she died. Okay, so these guys can trundle, but we can... And the arrows that we've got are causing them to get kind of poisoned and die as well. Okay, so you can still be kind of like, because we've got hit twice by this guy who got in close. But other than that, these guys just took it because they've been slowed down by, like, they're normally just trundling towards us, and it took them a while before they like started running. So I wonder if that's part of kind of the way that things work now. Maybe they're only, these guys are only allowed to charge at us if they get within a certain range as well, because they were coming in at what used to be, because, you know, we can't run anymore, so we're stuck at that walking speed, which I feel again is more seemingly for PvP. But I feel like the charge that they were able to do there, the little shuffle forward, kind of picking up the pace a little bit, would be useful. Because I understand that they're trying to balance it for PvP because they've got the, you know, Funcom has their official PvP servers and things as well. But with the, like, the stuff that I've got in mind, oh wow, we did it with 1 hour to spare. But with the stuff that I've got in mind, it's like the combat in this kind of game, they've tried to make it more visceral and brutal, but obviously they want it to be fair. That's fine. And they've allowed server admins to change the damage up and down to make it more or less brutal, more or less fair, which again is also fine. But the thing that stands out to me is if you've got NPCs, or if you've got like those guys, thralls even, who can charge, who can move that little bit quicker, then the way to win a fight in PvP would be to come and field an army of thralls rather than fight yourself. And then on top of that, the way to really win, considering that if you're pacing towards an enemy at trundling speed instead of kind of actually getting a move on, it would be, if you don't have a shield, if you prefer some of the other weapons and stuff like that, then all you'd need to do is come up against an archer, because they were only able to get to me, those Nordheimers over there were only able to get to me with my bow because they were able to kind of shuffle forward a bit faster than not, rather than just walking speed. So, you know, if I was able to stand there and they were still, if that one guy hadn't been able to run, then there's a good chance that they would have all been dead before they had reached me. I mean, in the case of 3 of the 4 of them, they did die before they reached me. So, I don't know, I feel like this is a good couple of steps forward with the dodging and the way that they've kind of separated out between heavy and light attacks. But I feel like there's still some more here that could maybe... Whoa, why am I inside myself? That was strange. But I feel like there's still some more that they could do, kind of just to tweak some bits and pieces to get the combat going. Yeah? So that it's not too slow, it's not too fast, it's not so brutal beyond all measure that you have kind of no chance of getting in if you've been hit first, you know, so that you do get a trade of blows, but, you know, that there's still a little bit here and there that kind of allows for some tactical charging and stuff like that. Allows for people who aren't purely using bows to be king. And also, we don't know what other systems they're going to be bringing in and how that's going to affect combat. Because if, you know, they've said that necromancy is a part of the sorcery system, that's all very well and good, but if part of the sorcery, other parts of the sorcery system are kind of throwing down poisonous fog, or in other ways kind of coming in with kind of substantial force to combat from a range, you know, throwing a lightning bolt or a fireball or whatever else, which I doubt will be in the game so much, but might be. I'd like to think that they'd take some of what came with the kind of classes and the way that they put them together in Age of Conan, because some of that magic reapplied to this game, I think, would be really good. You know, stuff like the Herald of Zotli being able to jump into its avatar form and become very, very potent, but as soon as the form wore off, it would be kind of hazardous to them. Or, you know, other bits and pieces that were more like hexes and debuffs, adding corruption to people from range so that their overall health lowers and their stamina doesn't recharge. You know, that I think would be a really interesting thing to add to PvP, but we'll have to see what they actually do. But otherwise, guys, I'm sorry that God mode seems to have bugged. I might do another take a look at this in the future with bits and pieces, especially around kind of larger combat that we might expect around things like the Purge. As and when I do the next Purge-proof base, I was thinking I might take a look at mocking up a little attack for us with some spawned-in NPCs. But we'll take a look at that at some point in the future, and so I'll probably return to the combat mechanics at that point as well as the siege stuff and whatever else they add in, because mounted combat I'm sure will be a thing at some point as well, and that's going to potentially be the thing that we need for charging. You know, if they've removed sprinting from player characters because we can get mounts and we can ride as a kind of cavalry charge into combat before jumping off and engaging, you know, that would be an interesting thing in and of itself. So, but anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.